Hi friends, so now that we've done our drawing warm-ups, it's time to dive into perspective drawing. And I remember as a little kid, I used to love to draw pictures that look something like this. I just thought this was kind of fun. All right, anyone know what I drew? Well, I think of it as train tracks that are going off to the horizon, and maybe I'll have some telephone poles along the way. Like cables going behind between them. But these will be the main tracks. And there's something fascinating that's going on in this picture that we do pretty naturally when we're learning to draw something like this as little kids. If this is the distance between the tracks, I'm going to zoom in, if that's the distance, on the paper, if I were to measure this distance is much, much shorter than this distance. Now, does that mean that as the train tracks go further along that way, the different posts between them get closer and closer? No, if that really happened, the train would go off the tracks. However, what's happening is that on 2D, drawing it this way represents what we know happens when we look at things. Namely, that things that are further away seem smaller. So even if we had someone that was the same, two people that were the exact same size, if one was standing way far away from you and one was closer, the one that's closer to you looks bigger. We call that effect of things in the back getting smaller foreshortening. And so foreshortening is the effect where even if two things are the same size, the one that is further away will look smaller. And that's how we see the world. It's something that happens when we draw pictures in perspective. We in 2D, make lines closer together to represent that they're further away. And today, we are going to use perspective to do this. We're going to do 3 types of perspective in today's lessons. We are going to do 3 types of perspective. We'll do 1-point perspective, we'll do 2-point perspective, and we'll do 3-point perspective. 1- and 2-point perspective, I'll have you do in depth. 3-point is really useful if you're drawing like skyscrapers, and I'll show you how to do that one. So that's our quick introduction to perspective. And now in the coming videos, let's dive into each of the 3 main ways to do it. 1-point, 2-point, and 3-point, starting with 1-point.